Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk about the subtle ways that a narcissist or a covert narcissist sabotages you. Okay, so let's go down this list. I have 6 things here. The number one, and you guys are like, I already know about this, but hear me out first. And number one is going to be gaslighting. Okay, but let me tell you about the different angle of gaslighting that I'm talking about right now, because again, the video is about subtle ways that a covert narcissist when the narcissist is in covert mode, because my theory is that narcissists jump in and out of the 6 different types of narcissists. And I made a video on the 6 different types of narcissists. I will ping or whatever at the end of this video. So when I talk about gaslighting, I'm talking about the kind of ways that aren't so obvious to the eyes. This is when the narcissist might feel like, or they might tell you, hey, those people never loved you, or to turn a child against another side of his family. Those people never loved you, or they try to, maybe you're in high school. If you think back, I never even went to my prom because my narcissistic mom or dad talked me out of going to the prom with my date. And, they don't love you. They don't really care about you. They're playing with your perceptions to block love and support from coming into your life intentionally. They want to push you from others so that they're all that you seem to have in your life. And of course, being around their toxicity is doing nothing but beating you down over time. But, this is what abusers like to do. They love to isolate, their targets. All right. So please be aware of this kind of gaslighting, where they're turning you, planting seeds and watering them in your head about how no one cares about you, or they try to turn you away from the one person that actually does care. Like the narcissist sees the genuine care, but they don't want you to have a safe place to run when they take the mask down out, once they're not love bombing you and they're devaluing and discarding you. So yeah, these are forms of gaslighting. So yeah, that's a subtle way that a covert narcissist is working behind the scene, and it may be non-obvious, or, they'll take a situation and try to mess with your perception to think that, oh no, I see, or literally tell you lies. I know that person stole from you, or they're telling you a bold-faced lie about this and that. And really it's the narcissist who stole from you. It's the narcissist who is telling you the bold-faced lies. And they're trying to disconnect you from any, like I said, sincere, healthy support that you would have. And one day that works into their favor, because when they really start making the abuse obvious, you don't have that good support anymore, because, maybe that relationship has now been broken off because you were listening to the narcissist, for instance. And then there's some memories that you'll never even be able to get back. Like I mentioned, the prom incident. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 on my list here, I have provoking and poking. Now, I've made a video a long time ago about narcissists pushing people to suicide, and that's the poking, like doing things over time, and it builds up inside of someone who isn't standing up, who isn't in their strength. And then eventually it will cause an outburst. It'll cause you to look unstable. It'll cause you to be feeling suicidal. It causes stuff like breakdowns, or basically, other people might call it spazzing as well, because it's getting to you. They're provoking you and they're poking you little by little. They might not be yelling at you. They may not be cursing, but a lot of times it's stuff like verbal abuse and psychological abuse, and just little put downs here and there. Where, for a female narcissist, maybe emasculating a man over and over, making him feel inadequate while he's breaking his neck to take care of her, things like that. Or maybe a chubby teenage girl, narcissistic mother, is poking on her. Well, I don't think you should wear that. Your thighs are kind of big, but you should wear this. You should do this. And, but she threw the insult in there, like bringing you down in a sly way and making you self-conscious about it. Stuff like that. And it pokes and provokes a person. And if they're just swallowing it over time, like I said, we get the outbursts, we get the breakdowns, we get the spazzes. And then that person is looking unstable to everyone else. Okay. Number 3 on my list here is drugging you. I've had lots of clients tell me that they believe the narcissist was giving them Benadryls and putting things in their food. The narcissist could be drugging you. Slip something in your food if you're trusting them to make your food and drinks. And they could even do this. You might have a job coming up and they slip something in your drink, anything. And you don't know why you failed that drug test. But it was something that the narcissist exposed you to. And they're very sneaky and dark like that. They'll research this stuff and find out, oh, if I give her this drug, it doesn't have a taste to it. And they're finding ways. And, they could even set you up that way to make you seem like a drug addict. And they know that they slip something in your food or something of that nature. All right. So let's go to the next one, guys. Number 4 on my list is hiding and stealing. Okay. Hiding and stealing. All right. That's like something equivalent to like a narcissistic cop planting drugs in your vehicle. Okay. That's something like a narcissist acting like they accidentally spilled water on your computer that had, a important paper that you had to turn in the next day. You just finished it type of thing, just doing stuff like that, or an important document that you had to take. All of a sudden the folder or the files are missing. The narcissist knew where it was. So that you're in a weakened position or you came without your evidence. So things like that, is what I would put under the category of hiding and stealing. All right. So number 5 here, I have delaying help, guys. Delaying help. This is when a narcissist likes to watch you struggle and watch you suffer, and they act like they feel so bad for you, right? And then maybe you figure out a solution, and then they try to offer you help after the fact. When it was like, you could have been offered to do that, or they try to act like they couldn't have, but they really could have helped you. Or they're offering you the help after it's too late. Like, you're offering me, I got evicted from my home and you're offering me the money now. It's already on my credit report and I'm evicted, So it's like, it's a delaying of help. Shoot, this could get a lot deeper, especially on a psychopathic level. If you're elderly and maybe your grandchild is narcissistic and they want that money and they see you're having an asthma attack and they're, oh my God, I can't find your pump. Oh, you can't breathe. And they're delaying the help because they know that you're technically having an asthma attack and they're not killing you, but they're delaying the help that's going to kill you. They know where the pump is. That's like on a way sadistic, dark side of that delaying of help, but where it would cause self-injury and harm to you. Okay. Now, number 6 here on my list I have is the smear campaign. And you guys are like, that's not non-obvious. Well, this is when, the narcissist is smiling in your face and talking behind your back. So this is the two-faced stuff. When the other kind of smear campaign, the narcissist has discarded you and he's like just reiterating it with everyone else and he's on the other side. No, this is when the narcissist is playing it cool to your face, but behind your back, he's working with your enemies. He's working with other people to bring you down. They're trying to keep themselves socially neutral. They're on the wall, but you don't know that. You think they're just on your team or basically just on your side. And it's really not. They're passing messages and talking about you when they're not with you. I mean, this is kind of what a lot of them are doing in some shape, form, or level with someone. It just either increases a lot more when they go into devalue and discard phase, and then dependent on the situation. All right. So the smear campaign, and this is, to try to keep that trust. So they're telling you what you want to hear, then they're telling them what they want to hear. They have you confide in you. They're telling all your secrets to them. This is, a part of that. This is a part of that. So let's go over these 6 aspects, guys. We talked about the gaslighting. We talked about the poking and provoking. We talked about them drugging you. We talked about hiding and stealing. We talked about the delaying help, guys. And we talked about the certain kind of smear campaign when it's the two-facedness. And not the obvious smear campaign when they're just completely going into survival mode to protect their false mask, and they're going to just say the opposite. They're going to play that victim. You already know. And then some of you don't even know. You're blindsided by that because they're not doing anything but telling lies. And that's what blindsides you, because they're saying complete lies, or basically everything they've done, they're putting it on you. And then they're saying it before you even get a chance, if you even want to open your mouth, because oftentimes survivors are just trying to pick up their pieces and catch their breath. They didn't even get a moment to even try to run around and tell everybody else what happened about this and that. And the narcissist has been doing it slowly, and then they turn up that heat. That's the typical smear campaign, but this is the one where, they will act like, why would you think that? If the person came back and tried to tell you they're talking about you, and you bring it to the narcissist, would completely deny it type of thing. And that's why you don't have those conversations without the other person there. Let them deny it in front of the other person, which, depending on the situation, they will. All right. So, these are the subtle ways that a covert narcissist could be working to sabotage you. You guys have to be so careful. And this is why we have to go no contact. This is why we have to have the self-love. This is why we can't be putting relationships on the throne. This is why we have to know when to pump our brakes, when to totally just evacuate, totally just discard the situation, guys. Come on. We can't be, making ourselves vulnerable to the toxicity. All right. So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to come over to Facebook to the support group for survivors of narcissistic abuse. The link is below. Please inbox me and let me know that you are a survivor. If you want one-on-one coaching, I do offer that to help you through the healing process. Voice calls, FaceTime, Skypes, email coaching. Writing is very therapeutic. Find a package that works for you. On my website, you can see other products that I do have, the books that I've written, and No Narc merchandise as well. And with that being said, great ways to support the channel is to always hit that like button, guys. Leave a comment, share the video. It helps push up the momentum in YouTube world. All right. And with all of that being said, what do I say at the end of all of my videos? Keep doing the work. Never give up on yourself. And until next time, please take care.